Minji coming in with not only the 6-pack, but the I Love Me shirt. We love you too, Minji. The audacity. The audacity. So, Eugene snuck up on me last night. It's currently 6:50. It is currently 6:51 a.m. So good morning. I was excited about the teaser about Supernatural. Thus I am here at 6:51 a.m. because NewJeans released a few hours ago in the middle of the night when I was in my peaceful slumber, and then I woke up, scrolled, saw this. This music video teaser had me on the stands, had me listening, had me alert. I feel like this is where the real storytelling is gonna come through. I feel like there was messaging in the other videos, there was vibes, there was themes, but I feel like this is going to be peak story. Am I awake enough for this? I think I am. We're good. Also, I thought I was gonna upload the Right Now music video before this, but the world is full of unpredictabilities. And apparently I never know when people release. To predict, I feel like it's gonna be a very fast-paced music video. I'm probably gonna miss so many parts of it, but I'm starting this new thing where I do my reaction and then I kind of set on the song for a little bit and then put my interpretation on the song while I'm editing this. So I'm gonna give you a bit of an overview of what you saw so far, which is only the How Sweet music video, which I interpreted to be the point of view shots are people watching NewJeans. It's like the center of attention is always NewJeans, and sometimes that's tiresome because you always have to put on this face of being happy and dancing and making sure everybody thinks you're okay, but it's also in the eyes of everybody. Of course you want to appear that way to everybody, especially as an idol. It's literally their job to appear as like the best possible human being to ever exist. Literally term idol. So maybe it's speaking on some of the pressures of that, but with Supernatural, I feel like this is going to be a shake-up. I think I'm going to be shook. Let's get into it. Supernatural by NewJeans. What is this? This reminds me of a childhood cartoon intro mixed with anime. Yo. We are doing a classic. A classic feel, a classic vibe, a classic move. Pardon me, I'm on the wrong side. Who is this? I'm thinking about, in their music videos, have they had another like male interest? And I think it was once in the original, like the Ditto music video or something like that, there was a crush in the video. One video where they had like this projection of possibly a crush or another person. Look at this guy. Look at the gaze. Okay, I saw that Danielle is like a forecast lady. I'm gonna backtrack because this is not what I expected. Hyun has the perfect model poses at all times. I love Danielle with curly hair. Aaron has been a little more like, I don't know, recently. Alright, in the airport. Oh. Why is Aaron so relatable? Not Aaron, why is Hyun so relatable? I feel like I'm feeling Minji's leader vibe even more this year. I don't know. This is so interesting. Is that supposed to be dude? Oh, this is cool. Question though, how did they go from an airport meeting Mr. Hottie to then going to like this industrial warehouse that has a bunch of smoke everywhere? Not questionable, not dangerous. Minji coming in with not only the 6-pack but the I Love Me shirt. We love you too, Minji. The audacity. The audacity. But my question is, how did they get from like the airport to like the smoky warehouse to like, I guess, the top of the warehouse? The second and third location makes sense to me, but how did they go from the airport? I digress. Oh, it is lagging. It is loading. Diamond stars in a moment, you and I. Second chance, 쇼가네. 뭐 쓰고 싶은데 너와 내게 향하게. A zebra with a star on the forehead, may I ask? Whoa. So she's weather girl, so she got power over weather? Whoa. The dancing is hitting different in this music video. Who is this bunny? Wait. They're moving too much. Hold on. Why am I so confused but so enticed? That's a bit creepy, actually. Voice is so like smooth and soft. It's like honey. Honey is like honey. It's done? I guess so. Why do I feel more confused with this music video at this moment? So good luck, future Amy, on your conclusion. I was actually extremely confused on what the story of this video is, but it might be because it's only the first part of the story. From what I understood, the consensus of the people who watch this video is they don't really care that much about what the music video means, but they're happy that Hyun is back, which ditto. See what I did there? Because, you know, NewJeans can't be defeated because she had a foot injury. I'm sorry about that one. I think what's interesting about this debut is that the target audience is way different than their original. I think the young audience is already with NewJeans, so I think the target audience here, since it's somewhat more retro sound, it seems like the audience actually is for those who might be a little bit older and who have experienced the 90s, and it brings them nostalgia. Maybe even more to those in Japan in the 90s, because it has a 90s city pop feel to the whole debut, which is attributed to Japan. I thought it was kind of funny because they're reaching new people, which is awesome. I think it was best said in this comment. NewJeans reminds us that humanity has music. Music connects countries, past and present. So that's generally what I kind of picked up, but now onto this story, which I think this comment summarized it pretty well. Hyun and Minji, boy problems. Hani and Minji fighting like married parents. Danielle channeling her inner superhero. And Heron, unicorn. Which, yeah, basically. Pretty much correct on that one. I think the most supernatural thing of this video is how they appear in so many locations. I know it's a tribute to the 90s music videos where everyone danced on rooftops, but my goodness. It looks like because of a storm, at least 3 girls are stuck in the airport, and then Hyun seems to meet this mystery boy at the vending machine. And this mystery boy, we don't know if it's Minji's man, or she doesn't care about this guy and just trying to protect Hyun, because Minji cuts that stuff out. She says, nah, homie. And I think it's kind of funny. Also, why is Hyun so relatable? Like, she just nonstop stares at this dude like, did you just hit the vending machine like that? Whoa. I've never seen someone hit it hotter. I mean, better. Like, I love her for this. I'm assuming that their next location, since the flight was postponed, they went into an airport hotel, which I've personally never been in, so I'm assuming that's what this is. And then the girlies were dancing. Meanwhile, Hyun flirting on the balcony with this dude. Well, more, he's flirting with her. That's why Minji was being protective. She's like, don't fall for this tomfoolery. You don't know this man, but you know this group. Come with us. Because they even have lyrics that are, we are bound to each other. I got to see the meaning of it. Which, maybe that's Hyun's point of view of like, no, actually, I don't get that. In the moment that she says this, look at the clip. I hope you guys are making it make more sense than I am, because I'm confused. So back to the story. Yeah, so now we have Heron, who went from the airport, who seems to now be in like a set with maybe Danielle or Minji, who's in the back and I can't see very well. Don't know how they got there, but then Danielle's hand touches a file cabinet, which has metal, which has, you know, it's a conductor of electricity, and that seems to be something to do with her power. Danielle has powers now. Then it just cuts, you know, sidetrack the fact that Danielle is in a bathroom currently with powers of lightning. No problem there. No, Heron sees a zebra on set. That was before traveling in the city. So basically what I'm saying is I tried to analyze this video and I came up with nothing but question marks. So please leave your theories down below, because from what I saw, people feel same. It was brought to my attention that this is how music videos actually were in the 90s. So this brings true nostalgia, the fact that the storyline doesn't exactly make sense. Apparently, Michael Jackson was kind of the start of storytelling in music videos. So a lot of music videos kind of had this tone of like not needing to make sense, but being extremely entertaining with these bright dance moves, bright colors, bright outfits. And so I thought that's interesting because they were being more accurate to the nostalgia.
Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big.
So here's my theory. It's really a stretch of the imagination, but hear me out. So it seems the audience is for those who are familiar with how Japan might have been in the 80s and 90s. Now I made the connection that Japan, of course, is notorious for anime. And then anime. What anime was popular in the 80s and the 90s? Dragon Ball. Then I connected Dragon Ball Z, and the brawl to basically save the world. Which reminded me of another anime I can't remember that also had to do, maybe it was Rick and Morty, honestly I don't remember.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty.
Where you had to sing or entertain the aliens to save the world. Do you see where I'm going with this? Especially with the eyes on the satellite, it makes me feel like it's for someone, it's to entertain someone. They keep showcasing on like this giant stage that's moving throughout the city. So what I'm trying to say is, my theory is NewJeans is presenting themselves as the girlies that are saving the world with their entertainment. The aliens are watching, and if they are not entertained, we are done for. And so, NewJeans saves the world with their supernatural abilities on top of their musical abilities. And I told you it was a stretch, but a fun theory nonetheless, because I genuinely could not make a story of this music video. But it's also been brought to my attention that that's kind of how music videos were in the 80s/90s somewhat. It was the transition of adding stories to your music videos that came later. And so a lot of music videos at the time were very showy, flashy, but didn't have a lot of storytelling. Or if it did have storytelling, it didn't clearly connect, kind of like this one, which I think is true to the nostalgia NewJeans is presenting here. So all of this to say, I need to watch part 2 to kind of figure this out. I need more context clues, and I know I'm not the only one, so. For looks, the hair, I like, it's literally like all my favorite hair on everybody. Wait, Honey had long hair again? She had long hair again, didn't she? What is this theme? I thought I was getting onto something. I thought it was a mix of like preppy and funky. It's celebrating the fact that most of the girls are 18. They'd probably be reaching, at least in America, you reach your next stage of life. You start becoming somewhat independent and figuring yourself out. So when you're 18, I feel like you start dressing a little different, knowing yourself more, and you become more mature in a very small span compared to the previous years, in my opinion. So I thought they were mixing that preppy, which is kind of alluding to like they're getting a little older, getting into university, mixed with funky because they are NewJeans. They are new, they are fresh, they are trendy. So I thought I was getting it, and then here it's switched up again. They're keeping the vintage vibe, but it's a different vibe. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys thought of the video, what interpretations you guys had, anything I might have missed. What am I hearing? Everything is... okay. I'm not scared, everything's fine. And I believe, wait, it said part 1? Part 1. Part 1? How many parts are there? Since when has this been our negotiation? What do you mean by that? So they're uploading more. Am I mad? No. Was I knowing of this? Absolutely not. Wait, part 1, and then Danielle had her superpowers. Is it gonna be 5 parts and each girls get their power? But does that mean it's gonna be a really long song? Because this was a 3-minute song. Or is it gonna be the same song? Do you guys know what's going on? Even they had a message here. You could pause if you want to read it. But people responded like, is this message confusing to you, or is it just me? So I'm just confused. I like this kind of airy tone, this bubbly music they kind of got going on. It's also this vintage kind of nostalgic feel. Not necessarily nostalgic unless you live through it, but I think it's less nostalgic for me because Y2K was my childhood, and now this is going before that timeline, and well before theirs because I'm older than them. Crazy. Yeah. I guess I'll see you for part 2 whenever that comes out. I am not uploading these in the order I ever think I do, so I think the plan is, I already have How Sweet out, Supernatural is this video that I'm posting, next is going to be Right Now, and then my finale should be Bubblegum, where I kind of analyze a little bit of everything. It's going to be like a bigger video, even though it was the first video they posted. I think it's my initial reaction mixed in with a lot more knowledge, now seeing the full vision of the theme, and then getting really into it and doing somewhat of a deep dive. That is my plan. And then I'm going to do kind of NewJeans focus for right now, then I'm going to switch kind of to 21 Pilots focus and go over that whole album. And for future endeavors, comment down below what you want to see from me. So, happy you came, hope to see you next time, had a grand time, hope you did too, hope to see you next video, bye!